Right.
Okay, we're here with senior player Jack Burton. Once again, name, press organisation, and then your question, please. Who would like to start? Yes, over here.
John McKay, Atmosphere Radio. What feels best for you personally? A double yellow or a straight red?
For me, it'd be a straight red, but either way, I'd rather not get booked. I went through last season not getting booked. Obviously, a straight red feels better because when you got a yellow card, you're treading on eggshells, and the manager's more fuming. I feel at a double yellow because I feel that's more irresponsible than a red. Like, it's difficult. Good question though.
And how many bookings do you think you will get this season?
Only bookings. Last season was 0, so hopefully 0. But you never know. I might, I'm a rough player, so I'm not dirty, but sometimes I'll catch someone unintentionally. I could get a yellow, but hopefully not.
Thank you.
Yep, on the right.
Paul Johnson, Evening Telegraph. What are your thoughts on the new signings?
New signings, they're a group of lovely lads. I mean, you look forward to seeing them. I mean, we've got content coming out. Joe Goss, I'm not going to spoil anything, but absolute touch of class from him. Jack Sins the other day in SU at the quiz, absolute blind of a performance when the music round. So a couple of lovely lads. Leon as well, he's appeared. James and Luke I've already met before, obviously last season. They've signings that have come in. And what's his name? Dan West, there you go. Mr. Winston Churchill. He's been bullying me a bit pre-season, but we'll wait and see. But you will enjoy him, trust me. They're a great group of lads.
Yep, at the back.
Mike Smith, Northwest Sports. I know last season you played a bunch of positions. Did you have a favourite position or a certain role that you like to play more than others?
Funny you should say that. So my preferred position is centre midfield. The gaffer, obviously it's always going to be the gaffer's choice. I always respect that. But he prefers me normally towards the back, which I can understand because I'm quite good in defence, but definitely centre mid or holding midfield. They're my two preferred. A little bit of a Scott Parker.
Thank you.
Yep.
Tom Robinson, Stretford Telegraph. Which of the two managers are you looking more forward to playing under or with?
That's tough, that. No disrespect to either manager at all. Like I want to play for both of them, no matter what team I'm putting. I'll give 100% for both of them. Obviously, I'd rather play under Georgie Wright because it's first team gaffer. No offence to Sam Kerslake, but I play under both of them. They're both great blokes, and anything for the blinders. We're going to win the league. Hopefully, the first win and the seconds come second, and yeah, easy.
Yep, at the back.
Charlie McDonald, Albion TV News. As a senior player, do you see yourself becoming a captain anytime soon?
It's a role I would like to take on, but that's ultimately down to the gaffer at the end of the day. Everything like that's the gaffer's choice, and as I've said, previous question, whatever the gaffer decides, be that I play in the seconds, be that I play up top, that's not going to happen, but I'll do as the gaffer asks, and if he gives me that luxury of being the captain, I will lead with example and be the best captain this club's ever had.
Yep.
Mike Smith again from Northwest Sports. Leading on from this question about captaincy, aside from yourself, are there any nominations you'd like to put forward?
I'd say in terms of sheer footballing brain, it'd have to be Daniel Mercer or potentially James Dowman, one of the newer signings. The other one potentially as well would be Luke. He's brand new from Weather Boys. Obviously, James and Luke are new signings, so sort of breaking them into that role would be an interesting one. But they're both good leaders, and I think we've got a good set of leaders. So there's definitely a good 4. If we include myself, there's 4 candidates. Exclude myself, I'd say there's 3. I'd put myself bottom of that pile.
Yep, on the right.
Paul Johnson again. How do you think your pre-season's gone so far?
Pre-season's been great, apart from the 2 injuries that have picked up. So before all the lads came back, a couple of us were doing some sessions, and not going to mention names because that's not fair on them at all. And if the club want to announce something, they can. But there's 2 lads who've had a few niggles, and we need to wait and see what happens with that, and hopefully they'll be fit and playing soon. But obviously, see if the club announces anything about that. But yeah, it's been good though. The lads have really been gelling, and we're going to win the league. I'm telling you that now. It's just going to happen.
Tom Robinson again. Are you looking forward to the PK derby that will inevitably happen?
PK derby is going to be absolute fire, I think. Even though we're all the same team, that game in itself is like a pre-season friendly in terms of everyone's going to be fighting for the place. If you're a second team, if the second team beat the first team, that puts every question on, do those players have the right to play in the first? So I think it's going to be a great game. Obviously, I hope it doesn't overspill at all, even though there's going to be a bit of a derby, a bit heated potentially. I hope the boys are on their best behaviour, but as soon as we cross that line, we're not the same team. We are the A's, and we're two different sides, and it's going to be an evenly matched game.
Yep.
Mike Smith, Northwest Sports. Speaking of derbies, are there any games that you're interested in from last season? I know we had the rivalry against Abra Dubravka, but unfortunately they're no longer in the league. Any other teams you're looking forward to playing?
Well, I'm definitely going to miss Abra. I'm going to miss Weather Boys as well because I got bullied a bit by them. But I think the main one's going to be Six on Fire. I believe they think they're class, but personally, I don't see it. They've got some good players in there, but they're no match for us, and they think they're that step above. A little bit like a Crystal Palace, maybe you'd say. When they go to a team like Brighton, they think they're much bigger, and they're just not. So I would agree with that fully. It would be Six, but I think that's it for now. We'll wait and see. There might be some first year teams that pop up who are a bit aggravating, and I've heard rumours of a team who we might have a rivalry with, but obviously I'll let that sit, and we'll see on another day, and I'll let you know who it is then.
And one final question from myself. Following the win in the Salford University Cup last season, obviously a major trophy in the history of the club, are you going to repeat it? What's the aim for this season? Do you think you're going to do better?
We're doing the treble. It's that simple. I mean, if City can do it, we can do it, right? We're going to win the six-a-side. We're going to win the charity match if we have it again, fingers crossed. And we're going to win that 11-a-side. So at the moment, it's a double, but I think we've got plans in motion for a charity match. So fingers crossed, it's a treble. We get the clean sweep. No questions about that, really. If the boys don't perform to that level, it'd be disappointing.
Is that it? Right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.